Good morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 47. Please subscribe. A couple of things. First of all, we're in lesson 47. And after the 50th lesson, we go into our first review. So be very proud of yourself that you have gotten to this milestone. And indeed it is. Nothing will be the same once you complete the first 50 lessons. I've heard others say that. I have had that experience as well. Then I just want to go over, because lesson 47 is the completion of our God is lessons, at least for now. There will be more much later on in the workbook. So I just want to review them briefly. So God is my strength. Vision is his gift. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. God is the light in which I see. God is the mind in which I think. God is the love in which I forgive. And then today, God is the strength in which I trust. So with God in my life, I can see, I do think, I can forgive, and I can trust, and indeed I can experience and know what love is. So it is very beneficial to have God in my life. Today's lesson is God is the strength in which I trust. And it begins with what I have often described as a zinger. And there are many in the course, in both the text and certainly in the workbook. And I might mention at least one other today. And it begins with, if you are trusting in your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. In my own strength, I am apprehensive, I am anxious, I am fearful, because what can I predict or control? And the answer to that is nothing. There's nothing I can predict, and there certainly is nothing I can control. And heaven knows I have tried, right? But there's the paragraph goes on to say there's nothing we can count on here. And we don't have the ability to solve any problem, and it would be resolved in, and I like that word, resolved, because it already has been, in a way that only good comes from it. That it is, every problem is concluded in an equitable way, that no one feels they have lost and others say, ha, I won. No, in truth, everything is to be equitable, and that every issue, every problem comes to a conclusion where everyone just goes, yes, that was the perfect way for that to complete. So it goes on. So what is there then that gives you recognition of the right solution and guarantees that it will be accomplished? Well, the only thing that does that is God and the voice for God. So the second paragraph goes on to say, of yourself you can do none of these things. We can't solve anything by ourselves. And to believe that we can, and we put our trust where it's not warranted, and then we will justify fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and sorrow. And all of those things, that litany of emotions, which all boil down to fear, all come to us from the ego. And who can put their faith in weakness and feel safe? Yet who would put their faith in strength and feel weak? If I put my strength in God, I will not feel weak. I will feel God's strength within me, and that I will trust. God is your safety in every circumstance. His voice speaks for him in all situations and every aspect of all situations, telling you exactly what to do and how to call upon his strength and his protection. So his voice speaks for him, and his voice speaks to us. Now, the lesson, again, it is meditation. Does not say meditation, but in truth it is. We are having 4 practice sessions, at least 5 minutes, and then it says more, longer and frequent are urged. So if we can do that, because we want to find the source of real strength, we want to reach God, as it were. And then it tells us to close our eyes to begin, and we repeat the lesson. We repeat that God is the strength in which I trust. Spend a few moments searching the mind for situations that we have invested with fear And then to dismiss, let each one go, and say that God is the strength in which I trust. It says to slip past all of our fears and our concerns and any sense of being inadequate, which I can't solve it myself. So if I pay attention to that problem, I can very easily feel inadequate because I can't do this. But I'm not meant to. Not meant to do this by myself. I am meant to do everything with God. There's a couple of lines that says, it is not by trusting yourself that you will gain confidence, but the strength of God in you is successful in all things. And then it says it's necessary to have the awareness of our frailty. It's necessary to realize we cannot do this alone. The awareness of a problem is necessary before a problem can be solved. If we don't know there's a problem, we certainly can't reach for an answer or a resolution to that problem. So let us be aware that, yes, I cannot do this by myself, and then go to God and acquire the confidence that is needed for me in all situations. It says you must also gain awareness that confidence in your real strength is fully justified in every aspect and in all circumstances. The 7th paragraph is speaking again about the practicing, the practice period, and to reach down into your mind to the place of real safety. And then it says you will recognize that you have reached it when you feel a sense of deep peace, however briefly. Let go of all the trivial things that churn and bubble on the surface of your mind, which is very much like the lesson 45 that told us that under all of our senseless thoughts and mad ideas with which we have cluttered up our mind are the thoughts that we thought with God in the very beginning. And that's the same thing. We want to go past all that clutter, go past all the cacophonous noise, go down, sink deep into where your true thoughts are and where your truth resides. And then to go back to lesson 47, it says, there is a place in you where there is perfect peace. Oh, and also going down, sinking into that, that's where we reach the kingdom of heaven. There's a place in you where there is perfect peace. There's a place in you where nothing is impossible. There's a place in you where the strength of God abides. Which reminds me of lesson 41, where we had the beautiful phrase that deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. Radiate through us that light, the truth of who we are, and that will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real. And I just want to, two other things, and another zinger, actually, I think it is, or maybe it's just a real deep sense of confidence for us, that at the end of lesson 41 said that you can afford to laugh at fear thoughts, remembering that God goes with you wherever you go. But later on in the course, in one of the lessons, it asks the question, who walks with you? Who walks with you? And I would suggest we ask that today, because this is about the strength. God is the strength in which I trust. So let me trust that who is walking by my side? Well, it is the Holy Spirit. It is God. It is my elder brother. It is all of the sonship that walks with me. I am not alone. God goes with me wherever I go. Who walks with me? Who is by my side? I have mighty companions that are here to lift me up, and in that I can truly, truly trust. Just remember to repeat today's idea as often as possible in between times. It will help to establish a deep sense of peace within us. And then that's it for today, and I hope it helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile, please release all those fearful thoughts and replace them with trust in your progress in this beautiful course and pray that you can share this with all who need it. And that's pretty much everyone. Namaste.